we're lucky to have a facility like this, and we've taken full advantage for 4 weeks. It's been building nicely. Coach Kim has got everybody in great shape, and we're just trying now to add some polish to our play. These last 2 weeks, 3 weeks before we go to the Commonwealth Games are going to be very important to us. They have, not as much as I'd like, but we've gone right back to the basics. We've started with how to hold the ball, how to run with the ball, all the things that people ignore but are so important, and we're better than we were, but not as good as we can be.
6 men, 5 metre scrum.
Oh, hugely. I think fatigue before was a part. I think a lot of the players had reached a level where they just couldn't go on any further, but they've had a good rest. And then, as I said, we can't underestimate how important the work that Coach Kimani has done with them. He's got them into really good physical shape, both in terms of running and in terms of their shape and size. So I'm happy with where we are at the moment.
I'm pretty sure you've been to the 7th series, Mombasa, Kisumu.
Yeah.
You've spotted some few players that you think are interesting?
Yeah, very excited by at least 4 or 5 names. It's always easy to pick out 20 plus players who everybody says can play, but then you always come across these little diamonds in the rough who have that magic that you think you can polish. And the great thing is, as I said, we think we've found 4 or 5 players who, maybe not for now, but in the very near future, will be pushing to play for the Shujaa.
In terms of competition for places, you have a sizable squad in camp. How is the competition? Is everyone fighting for that spot?
Of course. I mean, we're under pressure to name a team, but I want to leave it as long as possible because everybody's working hard to grab that place, and it's a good place to be in when competition's tough. What we'd like to get to a point is where there's no entitlement in this team. You know, just because you're in the team doesn't mean you can stay in the team, which is why it's important that we found those young players in the Driftwood Sevens and in Darla Sevens who we think can come and push the older guys, because that keeps them at the level that they're at, and it also gives us the future as well.
For lack of a better word, the faith has been lost in the Kenya Sevens team over the last 2 or 3 seasons because the performance has gone down. How do you plan to restore the faith back in the team?
Rome wasn't built in a day, and I'd love to say that I've got some magic dust that you can just sprinkle on and we'll be back to those glory days of maybe 2-3 years ago. We're building slowly. The only thing I think we look to be better each tournament. We can't be any worse, I think, than the last 2 legs where we finished rock bottom. So we're aiming to always go up 1 step. If the players play to their potential and players they've been training, and we can get to the knockout phase in the Commonwealth Games, then we'll be a dangerous team to meet. I'd say to all the fans, keep the faith. You know, it will be better, and the players want it to be better, and they're very proud Kenyans, and those young guys coming in want to step up on the big stage. So I'm very hopeful for the future.
You've mentioned about the Commonwealth Games. Is there a specific target that you've set out for the team?
Well, the team set the target. I'm not playing, so it's no good me saying I want you to do this and this. I want to know what they feel and what they feel they can achieve. They've sat down and put their goals down on paper so that we can review them afterwards. I won't give away what they thought, but just enough to know that their first target is to reach the knockout phases. If we can do that, you never know.
Currently, we have our goals that we've already set towards the Commonwealth Games. One of them being medaling at the Commonwealth, and of course getting better points than the last time we were there at the Commonwealth. The new coach has brought in a good game plan that favours our strength in terms of speed and strength, and he's trying to improve our soft and hard skills, and again he's trying even to improve even the environment in terms of the environment in the team, and currently everything is good, and the mood in the camp is very positive. You know, going to a tournament, nobody goes to a tournament with the mentality of losing. So every time you go to a tournament, you go in with the mentality of winning. So sometimes that was a tough luck, but we hope it never happen again. It was a wake-up call to the team, and for now we know where we are, and we are trying to make it better and even come up more stronger.
Well done.